everybody, and welcome to another episode of Trek Canon. So today I'm going to be doing a top 10 list of non-entity species that could defeat the Borg. The reason I'm doing this list is because a lot of people think that the Borg is the end-all pinnacle of technological advancement when it comes to Star Trek, and that they should be feared and kept a great distance from. And a lot of that is true for most species. But for other species, the Borg would kind of be a walk in the park with them. So let's get started with today's list. With today's list, I'm going to be counting down from 10 all the way down to the most effective species against the Borg that's been shown that we can infer from canonical events. And excuse the breeze. It's a nice breeze out here finally instead of it being hell hot, But let's do it. I'm going to talk a little bit about why I believe these species would be able to defeat the Borg. And I will give you guys the name of the episodes that they were in. So let's jump right into it. The first species is humans. Now, humans are on this list, of course, because they've been pretty good at destroying Borg vessels, especially nowadays. So some of the reasons why I say humans is because, of course, the technology that Admiral Janeway bestowed upon past Starfleet, not to mention the items as far as some of the systems and armor that wasn't able to be authorized by the temporal directives that they have in their arsenal as well. They have the optical virus that Geordi and Data made. They have Cisco's Swarm Defiant class vessels, which were made specifically for fighting Borg ships. All right, and they're also vindictive. All right, so they hold a grudge, and when they put their mind to it, they are gonna find a way to figure it out. So number 10 is humans. All right, number 9 is the Valerians from home soil. Now, the reason I have the Valerians on this list is because they have remote CPU access. Once they get to a substantial size, they can purely take over a Borg ship, which means that they would take over the Borg drones as well. I also believe that the Valerians would be strong enough to actually disrupt the collective brain itself. All right, they have exponential growth and intelligence that goes along with that. But the problem is with them, and while they're still on this list, is because their weakness is illumination. So a Borg ship is kind of dark. All right, so the Valarians would kind of have an issue with existing in there, but with a sufficient light source, you beam them over there with one of those, light stands. A Valarian would decimate a Borg cube. The next one is the First Federation, number 8. And they're from the Carbonite maneuver. You remember them as the First Federation, or Balok's people. All right. The reason I got those on here, them on here, is because of their energy dampening abilities, being able to totally dampen all energy reserves and primary systems and all of that of a Constitution vessel. Their advanced weaponry that would go along with something like that, being able to have that little scout ship that came out of the main vessel, being able to create such problems for the Enterprise. All right. The next we have on here is the species of Tin Man from the episode Tin Man from the Next Generation. Now, the reason I have Tin Man on here is because they are a species. He's the last of his species, but he exists. All right. He has high energy area effect weapons, intergalactic abilities, and repulsor technology. Very effective repulsor technology, being able to destroy a Romulan warbird in one strike and send an Enterprise Galaxy class vessel far away. All right, so number 6, we have the Aldeans from When the Bow Breaks. All right, it's the Next Generation episode, and they have high energy area effect weapons as well. Advanced weapons, a true cloak and repulsor technology, being able to send vessels light years away. If you guys remember, the Aldeans, they were that mythical 1,000-year-old myth that Commander Riker was into, that existed on that planet, was trying to go around and steal kids. But it really wasn't anything that the Enterprise could do forcefully against the Aldans. So I will put them on this list as well. Now, the next one, number 5, is the Saurians. You will know them as the Voth. All right. And the thing about the Voths is that they're very interesting. You'll know them from the episode Distant Origins from Voyager. The thing about the Voth that many people don't really grasp the concept of is that the Voth were the first Terran species to not only leave the solar system, but leave our quadrant of space millions of years before primates even thought about doing anything like that. So the Voth are extremely advanced, all right? They have transwarp, they have advanced technology and advanced weapons, like I said, highly advanced. Then they have advanced transporters, able to beam an entire ship and its crew into its hold, all right? Also, if you think about it, the Saurians hang out in the Delta Quadrant, and we've never seen a Saurian a Saurian drone, all right? So, number 3, the Edo from Justice, the Next Generation. The Edo we were introduced to just by their ship. It's transdimensional, they have advanced weaponry, and they also have unknown means of communicating. Now, just taking on the part of unknown means of communicating. All means of communicating or I guess analyzing or interacting with our environment, every way of doing that we know of comes from some type of radiation, some type of EM interaction, light, X-rays, gamma rays, radio waves. It's some type of thing like that. But the Edo were able to communicate not using any of that. All right, so already they have a technology that's beyond Starfleet's understanding. All right, number 3 is the Cytherians. All right, the Cytherians from the nth degree, Star Trek: The Next Generation. You will know, the Cytherians are highly advanced, and when I say highly advanced, highly advanced. All right, they're so highly advanced that they could take a normal human and make him the smartest person in all of the Federation. Not just smarts when it comes to numbers, creativity, imagination, wisdom. All of these things increase exponentially. The Cytherians can do that with a normal human. So imagine them going up against the Borg and the Cytherians say, hey, you know what? It's not enough for us. All right, tell you what, I'm going to endow everybody in this fight with the nth degree. All right, that's some powerful power right there. So the Cytherians, they have highly advanced weapons. They're highly advanced. They can transfer intelligence. They have advanced weaponry, advanced probes. Even their probe that wasn't designed to be a weapon was given so many problems to a galaxy-class vessel. Just being around it. All right. They are also intergalactic, being able to bring people from other galaxies to them or send probes to other galaxies to bring to them. Now, number 2, and you guys are probably going to be like, really? Number 2 is this? But hear me out. Number 2 is the Krenom. Yes, from Year of Hell 1 and 2 in Voyager. All right. The Krenom warship is a very unique ship when it comes to its abilities. It has totally temporal based weapons that can annihilate species from existence. All right, not just blow a hole in your ship. It from existence, like y'all was never there. All right, they have temporal shielding. All right, which means that they exist outside of time space, so you can't even shoot at them or affect them with normal weaponry. All right, and because of them existing out of time space, they're immortal. Time doesn't pass for them, so they have a long time to really concentrate on what they need to do to remove you from even existing. All right, so that's the Krenom. And number 1, I'm pretty sure everybody already knows what the number 1 species is for defeating the Borg, and that's going to be species 8472. They're non-assimilatable. All right, they have highly powerful energy weapons, and they are, just like number 10, very vindictive. You invade their space and start talking smack, they will set their sights on coming to annihilate everybody they got to do with you. Okay, they was even going to do that with Starfleet. But this is my top 10 list of non advanced, no, let's see, non-ascended beings, non-godlike beings, non-entities in Star Trek that, based just on their technology, could defeat the Borg in an open conflict or a closed conflict or any type of conflict that you might know of. But let me know what you guys think of this list. Please put it down in the comments. And as always, peace, recycle, and say the whales. You guys be cool.